Hi, I'm Kristen Bell.
And I'm Kirby Howell-Baptiste.
And this is the Wired Autocomplete Interview. Yeah, I've Googled myself before, but I don't have a Google alert on myself, so I don't think that's healthy.
I have a Google alert on myself. I have to know.
Well, I have a Google alert on you, but...
Yeah.
I don't know if I want why. I don't... The whys really scare me. Why is Kristen Bell so annoying, so loud, so talkative?
No, why is Kristen Bell...
Why does she have a child's voice?
The voice of Gossip Girl. Are you?
Don't know why. I am.
You're the voice of XOXO Gossip Girl, the original.
Yeah.
Whoa, this woman has worked.
No, I did, yeah. I am the voice of Gossip Girl. When Veronica Mars was canceled, Dawn Ostroff was running the CW at the time. They had greenlit a show called Gossip Girl. I was 5 years too old to play a character. I called Dawn and I said, I'm out of work, but there's a narrator and I love doing voiceover work. Can I be the narrator? And then she called the creators and she was like, yeah, you could totally do that. And it's just sort of, it's this salacious voice of all social media and you're terrified that she'll highlight you.
Oh man, XOXO. Okay, why does Kristen Bell wear gloves in the pool?
Yeah, that's a valid question.
Do you wear gloves in the pool?
Yes.
Let me. How does someone know that?
Because I've talked about it. I think probably someone said, tell us something weird about you that we don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. When my circles touch your circles in the pool, if they're at all soggy, I have that, where it's just like you really feel like your spine is shooting backwards out of your body. And also I have a little bit of a gag reflex, which proved to be difficult when my children were learning to swim, right? You gotta grab them. You gotta grab that 2-year-old if they're doggy paddling. So I don't like my fingers to touch anything in the pool. And you could touch me anywhere. If we were in the pool, you could do that, no problem.
Yeah.
But if you touched your circles to my circles, I can barely do it when they're dry.
Even, so if you're in the pool by yourself, do you also wear gloves?
No, I keep my hands up like this.
Wow.
I know, that sounds like sincerely, honest in it, I keep them up like that. Everybody laughs at me, and you know what, I don't care. I'm doing me. Your judgments are not my problems.
Why does Kristen Bell have an umbrella harness? Oh my God, the umbrella harness is actually genius. You need to go on Shark Tank with that.
Thank you.
That is genius.
I mean,
I witnessed this on The Good Place.
So on The Good Place,
yeah,
we shot outside.
A lot,
and it was very, very hot. We were just scorched all the time.
Really hot.
But because we were in makeup and more importantly hair, we couldn't wear the hats. All the crew had these big hats to protect you from the sun, and we were just getting blasted and sunburn all the time. So I thought, well, I want to carry around an umbrella, but I will leave it in the shot. 100% I'll leave it in the shot. I also will lose it all day. So I thought, what if we can create a backpack? So we sewed it into this. It's like a backpack harness, and it shoots out your back, and then all I got to do is go, and it goes.
It's really good. I have a photo of it. You don't know. Yeah, there's a photo of Kristen learning her lines and with the umbrella, and you're in a suit that day, and you literally look like you're running for president.
Vote for me.
Dorky president, but president.
Kirby Howell-Baptiste. Accent. This is it. Accent. This is my accent, but I do others. I was an Australian. On The Good Place. I am American in Queenpins, and I played myself I was British in Veronica Mars. I think I have quite a good ear, and I like mimicry, and I would love to do loads of accents. I'd love to have a role where I had to do Tatiana Maslany in Orphan Black. Mm-hmm. You know, when you do a bunch of different. I think that would be such a fun thing because I love changing my hair, I love changing makeup, I love changing accents. I would love to do something like that where I was multiple characters. Good in a show like that.
Thanks.
I would be watching it for sure. Kirby Howell-Baptiste
wrist piercing. Yeah, I used to have 2 wrist piercings. They're called dermals. This one rejected. This is in the process of rejection right now, which means it's halfway out of my arm and I will have to ice it and yank it out the rest of the way or seek medical attention. But who's got time to go to the ER? Why did I get these piercings? I had a dream about it. I had a dream that I had piercings in my arm, and I woke up the next day and went and got them. Okay, how many piercings? My septum, 1, I think 5 on this ear, 4 on this ear, so that's 10, 11, that's it.
12, 13.
12, 13.
16.
12, 17. 4 in my butt. No, I think it's like 10 or 11.
Kirby Howell-Baptiste filmography.
IMDb, baby. Go on IMDb. You can see my whole filmography. But also you can see me in the upcoming movie Queenpins.
And your IMDb is a dream, if I could say so myself.
Thanks.
It looks like it was curated. I got a lot of nonsense on my page, but a lot of regrets.
Kirby Howell-Baptiste, Comedy Bang Bang. Oh, okay. So Comedy Bang Bang was, I think, the first not commercial thing that I did, like non-commercial. Obviously it's commercial, it's a TV show. And Comedy Bang Bang was super, super fun. I did it with a bunch of people from UCB, a lot of people from UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade, which is an improv school and theatre. A lot of the writers and creators of Comedy Bang Bang were former UCB students and performers. And so a lot of us kind of got our start basically on Comedy Bang Bang. And I did, Comedy Bang Bang I think was my first official co-star. I was so nervous. All I had to do was pretend to be in a cafe and watch someone steal a laptop, and I was so nervous. Like, no one can explain to you how nerve-wracking it is getting your first role, but also being a co-star or a guest star, because you come into this world that feels so established and you're the new one. Like, it's terrifying. To which I will say, as actors, Kristen is very good about this, if you are, you know, a series regular, you're someone on a show, you gotta remember how it felt to be really new and how scary that is and how excited people are. And so even if you've been doing a show for 13 years and you're like, whatever, I don't care. For someone who's coming in and they're like, this is the first role I've ever gotten out of college, it's so exciting. And actually it's quite nice to be reminded of how exciting that is.
I love that.
Comedy Bang Bang, Comedy Bang Bang. Who is Kristen Bell's best friend?
Do we use bests anymore as adults? Because there's phases in your life. If it's the person I see the most, that's like my closest girlfriend, it's Monica Padman. But I would say Kirby is one of my best friends, but just sometimes you're in London a lot.
Was Kristen Bell's, oh, what is that gonna be? Who was Kristen Bell on Broadway?
A variety of roles. Becky Thatcher in the very short-lived Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Susanna Walcott in The Crucible. Everything else was off-Broadway or regional. So 2. I've got a lot of dream shows I'd like to participate in. I mean, I've done a little night music twice. Once at the Kennedy Center in DC when we did Sondheim and Rep there for a summer, and then once out here at the LA Opera House. And both times I played Frederica, who is 13 years old. And I would really like to play Anne. But I don't read very old on stage. Well, now I would because of the lights and the crow's feet and whatnot. But I would like to play Anne. And I would also really like, I want my last thing in my career, and I want to ask like Adina to do this with me. I really want to have a musical written of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Oh,
and then just have us play the gals
good.
when we're like 80 and then just be like, out, I'm done with public life.
Okay, who does Kristen Bell play on Central Park?
Well, at first I started playing Molly, which is a biracial character, and in learning a huge lesson because the reality is so convoluted, but it was a group of friends that put the show together, and half were black and half were white. We were like, let's play a family, but I happened to be the only person that was playing outside of my race. And in learning the last couple of years how inappropriate that is, not just for the reasons of a little girl Googling that character who looks like Molly should see someone that looks like Molly, but also a biracial actor should have the opportunity to voice that role. I was replaced by the spectacular Emmy Raver Lampum, and now I play a character that is the sister of Paige, the mom, who comes into town, and she will be a character on the 3rd season, and it is racially appropriate for what I can accomplish.
All right, who does, oh gosh. All right, here we go. Who is Monica Padman to Kristen Bell?
She's a business partner and a very close friend who I love working with, and we switch roles with each other a lot.
Are these real? These are the real things that people have Googled?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, cool. That one's done. Okay.
Okay. Who is Kirby Howell-Baptiste is the question. Answer that.
That's so funny. That's someone who's like, who the hell is this person? Who the hell is Kirby Howell-Baptiste? Me. I'm Kirby Howell-Baptiste. I'm an actress. I'm originally from London. I play a lot of American roles, as I do in our new movie, Queenpins.
Kirby
and that's Kirby Howell-Baptiste.
Howell-Baptiste
Doctor Who.
Not really a question.
Not really a
but-
question, just is that a request for me to be on the show? Have I ever been on the show? I have not. Have I watched the show? Somewhat. That's not. I've heard the show is actually great.
Okay.
There's a lot of
I'm going to
TV.
throw this out there because alternate perspective, they all deserve to be heard. You know when you're fast typing and
Yeah.
you sort of only half type the sentence, did they mean who is your doctor?
And to that, I would actually also say, I don't know. Who is my doctor? If you know, you tell me.
No, GPs are not. I don't have a GP.
I don't have a
either.
steady GP. Does Kristen Bell go to college?
Not currently. I did, and I did not graduate.
Same.
Yeah.
How long did you go to college for?
3 years.
Oh, okay. I did 2 semesters.
Yeah.
Does Kristen Bell own Taco Bell? Okay.
I don't think we can release that info yet. No. I don't have anything to do with Taco Bell.
Neither do I, but I would like to. Okay. Does Kristen Bell have perfect pitch?
No. I have decent pitch. Pretty good pitch. Not perfect pitch.
And that's that.
Is Kirby Howell-Baptiste
Australian. No, unfortunately.
What are
for
you?
you. British.
British.
I always say I'm just from London though, because it feels like almost a different identity. Is Kirby married? No. Are you asking?
Is Kirby Howell-Baptiste related to
John Baptiste? Maybe. I don't know who John Baptiste is, but it's very, very possible. Although also, I think Baptiste is quite a common surname, particularly in Caribbean islands. There's a lot of Baptiste in Haiti, though my family aren't Haitian. So I think it is, though it kind of sounds, I think Baptiste, as I understand, is almost like being a Smith or something. So I don't think I'm related to all of them. Thanks so much, Wyatt.
We will see you for the next one.